What's up, guys? This is Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to be breaking down what wide receivers can do to never drop a pass. So I hope this video helps you guys out. Hope it could teach you a few new things. But also, fellas, if you are a wide receiver and would like to train with us this off season, we are going to be traveling out to 6 more states across the U.S. for 2-day-long QB and wide receiver camps. Next up on our camp tour, we're going to be coming out to Cleveland and Austin, Texas, but those camps are completely sold out. Next, we'll be coming out to Seattle, Newark, Denver, and Los Angeles. All of those camps will sell out within the month, fellas. So if you guys would like to attend, check out that very first link in the description below. We'd love to have you out. Let's get started with this video. So now, first things first here, when it comes down to catching, we are going to be giving you some key things that you should be saying to yourself when catching a ball to never drop a pass, the mechanical elements of catching a pass, and then we're going to be showing you some great drills that you can do to work on those elements throughout this video. So I hope this helps you guys. So now, when it comes down to catching, most important thing that causes a lot of wide receiver drops is their eyes. So, and everybody knows that, oh, you want to keep your eye on the ball, you want to do this, you want to do that, but sometimes that doesn't work for people. Sometimes you tell wide receivers, hey, keep your eye on the ball, but you need to find a trigger phrase that is going to help you actually look that ball all the way into the catch. So something that I tell my wide receivers is you want to think of your eyes like it's a camera. And when that ball hits your hands, you're trying to take a photo, you're trying to take a picture of the football. You got to see the ball make contact with your hands. Now, another thing that I have my wide receivers do, which builds up a good habit, they're obviously not doing this in a game, but it builds up a good habit, is I'll have them verbally call out if they see laces or no laces. Now, the reason why I give you all of these different alternatives, because some people, it might say, hey, keep your eye on the ball. That might work for them. You might tell some people, hey, take a photo of the ball. That might work for them. Then you might tell some people laces or no laces when you see the ball hit your hand. So you got to verbally call it out because every athlete's different. Something might not process for another athlete, so you as a coach have to figure out what works for that specific athlete. Then stick with it, remember it, and remember to constantly be in their ear about it because that's the only way that they're going to get better. It's on the coach. It's not, oh, well, they're just not getting it. It's on the coach. You have to find something that is going to process for the athlete. So that's what I'll tell my wide receivers, and the laces, no laces is usually what I have the most success with. Because if they are looking for something on the ball and they have to verbally tell me what they see, it holds them accountable. They have to actually look it in and tell people whether they see laces or no laces. So in a game, it's already an automatic habit. They don't have to call out laces or no laces, but it forces them to look it in. Okay, so that's number one. Now, number two, in terms of mechanics of the catch, right? When you guys are catching, like everybody I'm sure has heard the phrase like, oh, keep your hands in a diamond, flip your hands when the ball is low, and that's great. And I'm not going to tell you that information because that's basic information. You guys should all know that. But when you guys catch the ball, like you probably heard the phrase before, oh, he's got soft hands, or oh, that guy's got brick hands, right? So soft hands comes from catching the ball exactly like how Pickens is catching it here, staying in the webbing of his hands, not the fingertips where you're going to jam your finger, but the webbing of your hand, which is that area between the palm and the fingertip. That is where you want to catch the ball. That's why strengthening your grip is so important. That's why doing catching drills, working the right mechanics is so important because that's a strong position, but also a soft position to where you can absorb like a bullet pass, diving catch, pass over the middle, etc. So, fellas, your eyes and that having that correct catching form with your hands are the two ways, or the two reasons, I should say, that wide receivers will drop the pass. Guys will have that ball thrown at them and they'll have their palms straight up in the air. They'll let that ball hit their palms, and that's why it bounces, catch in the webbing of your hand. So now, what can I do to get better at those things that we mentioned? And it should be repetition, you guys. Like, look, you got Johnny Wilson here. This is practice at Florida State, warming up. He's not just going through the motions and catching and throwing the ball back. He's working on the catch. He's working on his eyes, looking it all the way in. He's working on the tuck, like doing these little things. Like, there is no such thing as a little thing. The little things always add up to a big thing. So there's no such thing as a detail or a little thing. It all matters. So the way you warm up matters. The way you catch with a quarterback, you should be focused on your eyes looking it in, the right form, tucking the ball, seeing the ball to the tuck. Because again, when the best guys in the world are doing this type of stuff, that's what you should be trying to apply to your game as well. So now, what's a couple drills that you could do to work on catching, right? So this video, I want to try to break down every single catch and every single drop that a wide receiver has and the reason why they drop it and what you can do to improve on it. So this is an example of like a quick pass, right? So like we obviously know we got to look the ball in. We know the right mechanics of the catch, but why do wide receivers drop so many, a quick slant over the middle, they drop it. A quick 5-yard out, they drop it. A quick hitch, they drop it. Usually it's because they don't have the greatest hand-eye coordination in terms of locating the ball. So this is a great drill to work on that. So what you're going to do is you're going to turn. You need to partner with the football for this one. And you're going to be looking over your right shoulder or obviously your left shoulder if we're switching the other side. But as soon as you see your partner let go of the ball comes off of his hand, you are going to snap your head around and look over your opposite shoulder, locate the ball, and then find a way to catch this thing. So the reason why this is such a great drill is this is no different than any other timing route where a lot of wide receivers will drop the pass. Like let's say, for example, you're running a 3-step slant. You run that 3-step slant. When you break on that 3rd step, that QB's already throwing it. You snap your head, you got to be expecting that ball right there. And this drill helps you do that. So great drill that you can do. I would say maybe about 15, 20 reps on each side if you are going to work this. Okay. So now, another situation I want to talk about is a one-handed catch or a situation where you have to make a diving catch, a catch in traffic, not one of those routine, you're wide open type catches. And what ties into that, and you're going to see on this example of this one-handed catch, is grip strength. So grip strength is one of those elements, like again, you see how he just grabs this thing out of there. He's staying in the webbing of his hand. He's not able to make this catch without having a strong grip. And as a wide receiver, you want a strong grip. Not only is that going to help you with catching regular passes, but it'll help you catch the tough passes. So let's talk about some drills that you can do for that specifically, right? So grip strength is one of those things that like, maybe if you don't have access to a gym or access to a ton of equipment, you can do everything for your grip strength with just a football. So I don't think there's a substitute for this stuff in the gym that you can do for grip strength. Like, fingertip push-ups, hanging from a pull-up bar, doing farmer's carry where you hold 2 heavy dumbbells and you walk with it. All that strengthens your grip and all that's great to do. And if you have that type of equipment, that's what you should be doing. But you could do all these drills with the football. So what you're going to do on this one, your palm's going to be facing downward. You're going to be holding the ball. All you are going to do is you're going to drop the ball and do a circle around the ball with your hand. So you drop this thing and you make a circle. You go over the top and catch with your palm facing down. Because when you catch this ball, where's your hand's going to be? It's going to be in the webbing of your hand, which will strengthen that position. And again, that translates to actual catches that you will make on the field. So that's one drill that you guys can do. I call that like a ball hand rotation. Now, another one you can do, you hold 2 footballs, maybe on the smaller side of things. You have your palms facing down. What you do is you toss this left one under and you toss the right one over, and you have to switch hands and catch and focus on staying solely, again, in the webbing of your hands. Your palms are not all over this thing. You're staying in the webbing to work on that grip strength. And then one more, this is a super easy one for you guys to do. You hold the football and you alternate, right? You catch it, but you only catch it in the fingertips of your hand or the webbing of your hand. So you pretty much just hold that ball in the middle of your body and you just drop it. You alternate and drop the football and catch it before it hits, but maintain that still palm facing downward position. So those are 3 drills that only require 1 to 2 footballs maybe to help your grip strength improve. And grip strength is how you make all those tough catches. Like a lot of guys, like we talked about at the beginning of this, a lot of guys have problems with hand-eye coordination. A lot of guys have problems with the right mechanics. They let the ball bounce off their palms. They don't look it all the way in. But then again, those other catches, it all comes down to that grip. How strong is your grip? Can you fight for a ball? Can you rip a ball from a defender? And working on your grip strength is the best way to work on that aspect of your game. All right, fellas, really want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to leave those in the comment section below. We always appreciate the feedback. It's always great to hear from you guys. And again, fellas, if you would like to come out and train with us in 6 more states this offseason, our next 2 camps are completely sold out, but we will be coming out to Seattle, Newark, Denver, and Los Angeles. Those camps have spots, but will be gone by the end of this month. So check out that very first link in the description below if you're interested. I'll see you guys next time.